Welcome back to When Whit Happens, the podcast. Today we're going to talk about the trolls in your life. A lot of times we like to comment on the toxicity in other people's relationships, especially celebrities, but we miss the red flags in our life. So if you want to hear more, stay tuned.
Welcome to the When Whit Happens podcast. This is a podcast that helps you find ways to celebrate and live your best life even when stuff happens. Now, here's your host, Whit West.
There's been a lot of discussions about toxicity in relationships and friendships, and it kind of always comes about around the end of the year, the new year, Valentine's Day, and all kinds of stuff. Some has been centered around some well-known pastors, celebrities, your friendships, what people posted on certain holidays, and your favorite celebrity couples. There's always some commentary about life. Social media pops off about everything without really looking inward. I mean, look at what's going on with the Jussie Smollett situation. We're not even getting into that. But toxicity is everywhere. And while we're sitting around commenting on Cardi B and Offset and whether or not she took him back and all the friendships between the Kardashians and their homegirls and sleeping with their men, you know, we have stuff in our lives and people in our lives that we probably should have left behind in the last New Year 2 or 3 years ago. We sometimes miss the red flags and the trolls who are active in our lives that we may need to leave or just pause on for a minute. So I'm going to talk about a few of those trolls that you can be on the lookout for in your life. So the first troll is what I like to call the checking on you troll. This is somebody who you barely hear from and you probably don't really think about. You may have gone to college with them, you may be in the same organization, you may have grown up with them, used to work with them, whatever it may be. There's some acquaintance of yours. You see them on social media. However, as soon as something happens in your life, usually something bad, you hear from them and they're asking about you or they're calling you to see what's happened. Now, there can be people who do this who are genuine, but these people who are the checking on you troll, they don't usually pop up when positive things happen. And the genuine people, they pop up when positive things happen as well. The genuine people also offer positive words and assistance in a bad time, while the checking on you troll just wants details and honestly to interject their ill-advised advice. You probably can at least think of one person like this in your life. 100% beware, because they're just looking to get the tea, to gossip on you elsewhere, or to talk trash about you behind your back. Cut them off. The next person, this is the friend since forever troll. You know, like the rest of us, you know this person is problematic. You just keep them around because you've known them forever. Or, let's be real, they're family. However, you don't trust them and are annoyed when they're around. So, just because somebody has been dragging you down forever doesn't mean that they can continue to do so. If you had a tumor for years and you just discovered it or realized how bad it was, you wouldn't say, just let it stay there. You try to get rid of it. Think about how much better things can be when you remove the toxicity. Even though they've been in your life forever, there's sometimes a season for people and things, and you may have to let them go. Another troll that I want to talk about, and I mean, I wasn't just gonna let everybody off the hook, including myself. So the last troll that I'm going to talk about here is yourself. Did you not expect that? You expected it. So changing ourselves can sometimes be the hardest thing to do, honestly. We see ourselves as someone who we need to accept, while we have harsh critiques of ourselves to ourselves, we can often get defensive when we show toxic traits that actually need to change. Don't see yourself as just how you are. See yourself as someone who is constantly evolving and someone who can and will make mistakes. Allow yourself to better from those mistakes. Your first step is admitting it. Leave at least one toxic behavior in the first quarter of this year, just like you're leaving out other stuff. Don't let yourself get caught up in not bettering yourself and you're the main troll in your life that's bringing you down. There have been so many talks lately about purging, getting rid of things. I kind of feel like this purging can be done with people, things, places, anything that does not bring you joy, like Sis Marie Kondo says, can be removed from your life. Sometimes it may just be distancing yourself from that thing. Other times it may be completely getting rid of it. But you understand that when you lighten your load and you lighten that burden, your life a lot of times gets exponentially better. I remember when I first started purging physical items from my space, I thought that I loved all those clothes, or I was gonna be able to wear them at this point, or I should keep them for whatever reason. But the truth is, when I started to get rid of some of the things, I realized I like the feeling of the clear space better than the feeling of having those items. People are a hard thing to let go of. You've had them in your life forever. You're used to seeing their posts on social media, whatever it is, or you yourself have had a habit for forever, and it's going to be hard to break. The work will be work. It's not going to be easy to cut someone off, to unfollow somebody, to unfriend somebody on Facebook, but it will usually be worth it. In the end, you're going to realize that there's a calmness and a happiness and a lightness that you have that you did not have before, because you took that step, that action to rid yourself of the trolls in your life. So has there ever been a time that you've gotten rid of somebody in your life? You've fixed something in your life? If it is, let me know. You can follow me on social media at WhitHappen6 everywhere, and I will see you guys on the next episode. Bye.
Thank you for listening to When Whit Happens. You can find Whit living her best life at whithappen6.com and at whithappen6 on social media. Subscribe and follow for updates. Until next time, keep living your best life.